Welcome back into our John Boy Media Floorball Warehouse Games post-game show. Honest to God, I think that was the worst game we've seen this entire tournament. Was not competitive at all between Hookline and MacFlurry Power. People have been saying MacFlurry Power, one of the big horses in this tournament. Now we know it's because they're all from Canada. Hookline sinker, nobody from Canada, I don't believe. But it was a really tough game. And the goal for Kane, we did see Courtney score a goal. That was great. But like I said, you guys, the worst game we've seen in this tournament so far. So for more on that, let's get you down to the floor. Hear from the guys who called the game. And that's Chris Rose and Pavel.
Kels, thank you very much. The most dominant performance by a single team out there. 11 goals for MacFlurry Power.
Yeah, that was one to forget. It was hard to watch by the end, but just sheer dominance. A McFlurry of offense.
They seemingly have just about everything. They have two highly skilled players in Chelsea and Nick. They've got a guy between the pipes who we don't even talk about in K-Mac. And Steve Dangle just does his job. This is as complete a team as we have going into the playoffs.
Yeah, you need depth on a team like this. And Steve Dangle just doing his role, simple stuff back there. And then you got these two playing off each other, combining for 9. It's just relentless offense and sound defense.
Yeah, they are our co-stars of the game, and they are hanging out with Kelsey, Wingert, and very scary security.
Yeah, K-Mac decided to show up, which you're more than welcome. But I want to start with you, Chelsea. Hat trick for both of you guys. Was this the greatest game of your career on ice and or floor?
100%. The chemistry between me and Nick, unbelievable.
It really is unbelievable. I mean, the offensive performance that you guys put on, what do you think allowed you guys, what holes did you find in Hookline? Because Baggage wasn't able to find those holes in their first matchup versus them.
I think Baggage had a lot of chances and just didn't score. We threw everything on net on Kane. He's really good. But Chelsea, like she said, passing. Passing was the key. Steve, Chelsea, finding me open, getting it back to them, that's the key.
Chelsea, the thing we've been saying most about you is you're such a humble superstar. So humble. How terrible were you starting to feel towards the end of the game there?
I was feeling bad. I didn't want to score anymore, so I kind of just kept giving it to Nick. I wasn't sure what he was going to do, but...
Hey, and how about your goalie, that one guy, K-Mac? How'd you feel about his performance today?
K-Mac did well. You know, he said he didn't want to play twice today, so we had to get out there and score some goals for him. He held down the fort. He looks kind of creepy behind us right now, but it is what it is. He's a good goalie.
Game 6 highlights. Hookline Sinkers versus MacFlurry Power. Both 1-0. We thought was going to be a good game, but it got ugly fast. Nick Bowins with the assist from Chelsea puts MacFlurry Power on the board 1-0, and that is not where they stop. Chelsea gets her own goals on the board, and this is when things get ugly. MacFlurry Power is up 3-0 at this point, and then Steve Dangle is like, hey, I haven't scored this entire tournament. He wants to get in on the fun, so we see him slide one right past Kane, and they are up 7-0. We think this game is absolutely over, but Courtney was able to put Hookline on the board with this one between K-Mac's legs. What a beautiful shot. Nicely put right in the back of the net, but MacFlurry Power with Nick and Chelsea were absolutely dominant. Both of them were combined for 9 goals. MacFlurry Power wins 11-2. Let's hear from Hookline Sinkers.
There's no other way to really put it. That just really sucked for you guys.
What sucked?
The game, 11-2.
What game?
I thought it was 3-2 or 2-1. It was a pretty tight battle, but we're going to reset for the next one.
I'll be honest, I feel like we have more pressure now.
Oh, way more.
If we lose like a 2-1 game next, it's not a good look. So
or any.
Yeah.
I don't plan on losing any. Do you? No.
I was just pissed. I was frustrated because we're getting dominated. Frustrated at some of the calls. Frustrated. K-Mac's putting his stick into my butt before the game. Just a load of frustration.
Yeah, just taking the stick and putting it right up his pooper before the game. Didn't seem to like it too much and clearly didn't play too well. So obviously it's maybe a sore spot for him. I don't know these things. Jake didn't seem to have any issue with it, but Jake and I are on the same page with a lot of things. I'm not going to progress on that. But anyway, yeah, obviously threw him off his game. They didn't play very well, and that's what we're here for. That's what it's all about.
You really got under his skin.
Some might say into his skin, but anyway.
I don't know if I just have a misunderstanding of some of the rules. I don't know what it is. There's just I don't want to get into it because that's not the reason why we lost the game. I was frustrated at some of the things, but it's not at all the reason why we lost. We lost because we got outplayed in every fashion of the game.
Like any fourth liner, you just want to
contribute any way you can, and it felt good to be out there and actually take part. And I think I would have felt pretty stupid if we hung 11 on a team and I didn't have at least one.
Really interesting strategy from Kane, who had the worst performance by a goalie that we've seen so far, the most goals allowed, but he's just going to pretend as if it didn't happen. Drew is really bummed out, but we know that he's a Chihuahua. He's going to battle back. But what a terrible game that we saw. MacFlurry Power very confident in their Canadian spirit, very confident in their team. K-Mac always very confident in literally every single aspect about himself. So it just was a dominant performance from MacFlurry Power as they move on and continue as the 1 seed in this tournament, that we wouldn't be here without our friends at Shady Rays. You know them, you love them, man. Wearing these shades all the time. It's the best sunglasses you can find, premium shades for a great, great cost. And our favorite thing that we tell you guys all the time, because you need to have this in your head. If you lose them, if you break these, they're going to replace them. So make sure you guys go to shadyrays.com, use the code Floorball for $25 off each pair, including the custom John Boy Media shades. All right, guys, we're moving along in this tournament. We're going to have another really nice matchup here between We Got Ice and Love Yous. We Got Ice winning the first match 2-1. Are they going to be able to do it again? For more, let's get you down to Paxton on the floor.
Thanks, Kels. Game 7 is about to be underway. We got Ice, Love Yous, and if you remember, things got a little chippy last time these two met up, so could get interesting. I'm really excited. Nikki Cass is apparently going to turn ice to water. I don't know. We talked to the teams. Let's listen. Guys, you're going up against Love Yous yet again. Last time you guys played them, it's pretty physically demanding. How are you going to, 1, either continue that or stop that, and 2, win?
Well, we're banged up, but we got ice, so we'll be fine. And I think if we play the same way we played last game, we should win, but hopefully by more.
I don't think anybody wants it more than us.
Hold on.
I don't think anybody in the entire tournament wants it more than us. I'll tell you one thing right now. We're not going to play We Got Ice twice and go down twice. Okay, we got our game. We're going to stick to our game. And we're going to go and we're going to turn those ice fucking cubes into water.
No animals this game. This game we're going for blood, like a farm.
Maybe slaughterhouse.
Slaughterhouse.
Keep that same freaking energy, and we're going to be fine. Just nice energy. Love yous. Look at him over there. He's ready to go. He's saying the same thing I'm saying. Let's catch some W's, Pax.
If you saw, Nikki Cass had some anger in him. Dalton was just cheery and happy and ready to play some defense. So that team is interesting. Now, We Got Ice, on the other hand, was pouring ice cubes into a toilet for good luck. So overall, I don't know what the vibe is going to be, but Jolly, what do you got on stats?
Thank you guys for kicking it over. It's the first Olive Pit segment of the playoff bracket, and wouldn't you know, it's another rematch. We Got Ice and Love Yous square off in the first round of the quarterfinals. These are obviously two teams that face off a lot, including facing off twice in Blitzball Battle 3. Let's talk a little bit about the Love Yous themselves. Nikki Cass and Jesse Blake, they've both taken 19 shot attempts. They have just 1 goal each, so they're getting their shots off. We need a little bit more efficiency from them in this do-or-die game. Love Yous, they're second worst in attempts overall at 46 as a team, and they're the worst in shots on goal at just 13 and goals at just 2. They've never scored more than 1 goal in any game they've played. That needs to change because We Got Ice seems to really find their rhythm in the recent games. Specifically, Zoe and Dan, who combined have as many shots on goal as Reagan by herself with 10. That's pretty incredible. Reagan's been the MVP of this team for sure. She's a top 3 efficient shooter with 10 shots on goal in 21 attempts. So when she's shooting it, it's bound to hit the goalie in some capacity or make it in the net altogether. We Got Ice, though, they're second lowest of all teams for goals made at just 3. Obviously, the worst team is Love Yous, who only has 2. This matchup has occurred 4 times this year already. This will be another bout between the two sides. Will it go back and forth again, and will Love Yous upset the 3 seed, or will We Got Ice take care of business and advance to the semifinal? Let's toss it back for the rest of the pregame show.
You've got many logos on your jersey.
I got quite a few, man. We got all 6 of them.
Which one's your favorite one on there?
Favorite one? I would say probably the biggest one. Hookline, sinker.
Hookline.
Looks like some thought went into it. I think the rest are like clip art images. This one has some good skill in it. So.
Nice, I like that.
Thank you very much. This is the 3-6 matchup of We Got Ice taking on winless Lovias. These two did play during the regular season, a game won by We Got Ice 2-1. Your goal for them was the difference maker.
Yes,
Can
it was.
Lovias keep it that close this time around and be victorious? And if so, how?
Yeah, speaking for both of us, we thought it wasn't going to be that
Right.
close, so big credit to them. They're going to have to play more or less the same game, stay heavy on offense, first on those loose balls. If they're going to have a chance, it's going to be from defense to offense on the counters.
Yeah, in their previous matchup, Lovias had just 5 shots on net. We Got Ice had double that number. So they're going to have to get more aggressive out there. What do we think? The winner here is going to face Woogas in the semifinals. Will it be We Got Ice? Will it be Lovias? Who do you have?
I got to go again with We Got Ice. I'm going to eat my words. I don't think I'm going to say a blowout, but I just think they have so many options offensively. I don't think Lovias is going to be able to sustain the pressure for that long.
I, too, have We Got Ice. Will Paxton and Elrod make it? All 3 of us. Pax.
Thanks, Rose. I am going to have to go We Got Ice. I've been riding this team the whole time. I'm going to keep it going strong. I think they're the better team in this matchup. I love Lovias, but I'm going We Got Ice.
So all of us are on the side of We Got Ice. One thing to keep your eye on, a pair of right ankles. Zoe and Reagan Rust both nursing bad right ankles. So we'll see how that affects their
Wow. Well, when you play that hard, you're going to get banged up. Hopefully it doesn't impact them too much in this game.
We can't wait. The playoffs are here. The 3 seed, We Got Ice. The 6 seed, Lovias. It is all coming your way here. Part of John Boy Media. We'll catch you later on. Floorball 2023.